From the Lowell Auditorium in Lowell, Massachusetts, it's the Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions. Hello, everyone. I'm Peter McGowan along with Paul Stivaleta, and welcome. It's great to have you with us here for a night of fights that you won't believe. Tonight, Paul, you're back in Lowell at the Golden Gloves.
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories. And I fought here in 1956 and 1957, and being here brings back some memories and some goose pimples as well. Makes me feel as though I'm going to be entering the ring again tonight. It's a very nice feeling, and as you can see, there's not a bad seat in the house here, and it's going to be an exciting night, Peter. And as you know, our hearts are beating hard, and we're all getting excited.
We sure are here. There's going to be about 20 fights, they say, Paulie. So there's going to be a lot of different action tonight. The fights tonight, we saw a few names on the card tonight. We saw a few fighters from the Whitman Armory, but these fighters are fighting for the belt tonight.
Yes, we saw some good fights up there in Whitman, and these same kids that we see fighting tonight will be fighting for the championship of the Golden Gloves. And this is the dream of all amateur fighters, you know, to come here at Lowell Sons and to win the title here. You know, it's the most exciting thing for any New Englander is to come in at Lowell and win the title here. So they're going to see great fights tonight, and not only as great as they are, those kids we saw in Whitman, you'll see them a lot greater tonight, because this is for the top of the mountain, I guess.
Yes, sir, the cream of the crop. You fought here.
Yep, I fought here back in '56 and '57, and I lost won the gloves in '57, lost it in '56 in the open class at the last tournament, and pretty tough boy, beat me in a decision, but as far as I'm concerned, I thought I won it.
Okay. All right. Well, see, you're packed for some action tonight here on ABT, bringing you Golden Gloves boxing from the Lowell Auditorium. Paulie, your sons fought here as well. How many times have you been in this place?
Well, I fought here twice. I've been here a few other times and watched some other great fighters, and I started out when Joe Zanucci who's our state auditor today, and my son David fought here and did a good job, and my son Glenn has fought here and won the New Englands, and so I've been back a few times since then, and maybe back again. I still have a few more sons coming up, you know. So it's a great thing to be here and be able to come back throughout the years. That's over 37 years ago the last time I've been here, so it's nice to be back again. It feels like it's making me feel a lot younger, and hoping I'm having a new start. You know.
See that? There is not a bad seat in the house. This place is like a cathedral, Paulie. The ring, of course, is center attraction. This place holds close to, what would you say, 2,000 people?
I think this auditorium holds packed. It's over about 3, 4, 5, probably 4,000 people here. I'm not sure of the real count, but it's one of the nicest auditoriums for boxing because there isn't a bad seat in the house. As you can see, it's a great place for boxing, and it's well known. They're usually sold out every year. People are very excited about coming to the Lowell Golden Sons because they produce some great fights and great amateur fights, and it's a great opportunity for amateur kids. This is the top of amateur boxing, is to be able to come here and fight for the Lowell Golden Gloves. So it's great for all amateurs. This is the top of the notch for an amateur fighter to represent themselves here tonight.
Cream of the crop here on ABT. Stay tuned for some boxing action. We're ready for action from the Lowell Auditorium in Lowell, Massachusetts. We are ready for Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions here on ABT. Peter McGowan along with Paul Stivaleta and John Horrigan.
The Lowell Sun Charity presents the New England Golden Glove Tournament of Champions semifinals. The Lowell Sun Charities would like to extend a warm welcome to our visiting team. Franchise holders Nick Cosmos of Holyoke and the Holyoke team, Paul Morissette of Fall River and the Fall River team, and Ernie Farrar of Vermont and the Vermont team. Tonight there'll be 3 2-minute rounds. We ask you to please confine all smoking and drinking to the hallways of the auditorium. The officials for this evening are as follows. Judges to my left, Bill Conley from Randolph. To my white, Nick Trivedi, also from Randolph. Referees are Matt Mulaney from South Hadley, Mass. And in the ring, Tika Pico from Quincy. Our timer is Joe Colleen from Tewksbury. Counting for the knockdowns at the bell, Henry Forrest from Lowell. Our physicians at ringside are Dr. Mark Romanowski from Lowell and Dr. Robert Mondu, also from Lowell. In the first bout of the evening, in the semifinals of the 106-pound class, introducing in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the white stripes, from Fall River, representing the Southern New England Golden Gloves team, Wayne Wilson. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the white stripes, from Holyoke, representing the Holyoke Boys Club, Thomas Rivera.
So we have a battle here, Paulie, between Wayne Wilson and Thomas Rivera. Wilson has the red headgear, Paulie, and Rivera has the white headgear. Wilson, of course, fighting out of Fall River, and Rivera fighting out of Holyoke. And there it's going to be 3 two-minute rounds here, of course, in the Golden Gloves, Paul. And it's a little bit of a feeling out process.
Yep, as usual, they're going to feel each other out, both boys. I think we've seen these kids fight before in Whitman, I'm pretty sure, and it's going to be a good fight. They both know what they're doing, as you can see.
Rivera is fighting in the southpaw stance, Paulie, and he seems to be bouncing around the ring, and Wilson is content to just stand there and cut off the ring, it seems, and let Wilson do the work. But the left hand landed by Wilson, but here comes Rivera right back. Wilson landing combinations there, and they're broken up by Pico.
Yeah. Of course, when you're fighting a southpaw, you got to keep them in the corner, and because you change your approach on them, because the combinations are much different from a left-handed fighter to a right-handed fighter, and he's doing a good job of cutting that angle off and keeping them close to the ropes.
It looks a little bit like Wayne Wilson has perhaps switched to the left-handed style of fighting now, Paul. And Rivera got caught coming in, it looks like. Oh, and a right hand landed by Rivera. So there's some pretty heated action here in the first round of the first fight. You're along ringside with ABT.
Yep, there were some good punches landing there. They're feeling each other out, as I say, and they're switching from southpaw to left-handed, and trying to confuse each other, and along with the confusion they're doing, setting each other up for combinations, and as this round progresses and into the second round, we're going to see some real boxing start.
Yes, sir. That'll do it for the first round of action. It's a 10-point must system here in the amateurs, Paulie. You can't have an even round. There has to be a winner of the round, and from our track record, it seems that we better leave it up to the judges. Judges, of course, are Bill Conley, Nick Preveti's in there. I believe Jordan Pico is a judge as well, Paul.
Pico is a referee in the middle of that ring, and he's the third man in the ring and does a very good job. And he's standing off to our right from this distance, and he's been a great professional fighter and a great referee and doing a great job for boxing, and especially amateur boxing, and professional as well.